Recently, their online photos show that in the end of the sixth sea trial less than half a month after the Fujian ship from the water, on shore, before the arrival of the Spring Festival into the dry dock to carry out maintenance operations. The outside world is generally believed that the appearance of this sign marks this 80,000 tons of giant ship sea trial work has entered the final stage of the sprint. It is possible that when the Fujian ship again out of the dock launching, the ship will be officially announced in 2 or 3 months of service. The reason for this judgment is that the re-docking of ships in the sea trial stage is often in preparation for some important events or time points. For example, in January 2024, Fujian ship had been re-docked after 18 months after launching because although modern ships in the design and construction of the full consideration of the waterline under the hull corrosion, a variety of marine organisms adsorption hull, affecting the ship navigation and other issues, and targeted to make a variety of countermeasures. But the ship soaked in water for a long time. These problems cannot be completely avoided. In this case, in order to ensure that the ship is in the best possible condition, shipyards not only have to provide regular docking maintenance for the ship, but also have to bring the ship into the dockyard to have an all-around cleanup if necessary. Naval bases where aircraft carriers can be permanently deployed or commonly equipped with large dry docks capable of accommodating aircraft carriers for this kind of full-service maintenance, such as the US base at Yokosuka, Japan, and the Chinese base at Sanya. During the testing period, when the ships are not yet delivered to the Navy, the shipbuilders themselves will naturally have to take on this job. Of course, the larger the ship, the more so, given that docking takes much longer than shore-based maintenance. Therefore, unless there is a clear need or premise for maintenance, for example, the troops have enough time to let the aircraft carriers have peace of mind, or to prepare for certain major events or time points. Otherwise, large ships like aircraft carriers will not carry out docking maintenance frequently. Therefore, in January 2024, after the outfitted Fujian ship re-docked for the first time, overseas open-source information analysts realized almost immediately that Fujian was about to undergo sea trials. The re-docking was both a maintenance and inspection exercise to ensure that Fujian ship would be in the best possible condition for her first sea trials. As it turned out, the speculation proved to be quite accurate. Just a few months later, Fujian ship started her sea trial career and has been conducting sea trials once a month until now. Considering that Fujian ship has already set a record for sea trials in the past half year, we have reason to believe that the PLA has put Fujian ship on a rather tight schedule. This is proof enough that the Fujian ship is once again in dock for maintenance, not because it has plenty of time, but for other reasons. Combined with its near-end sea trial progress, the Fujian ship can be said to be ready for delivery to the Navy at this stage. As long as the testing work on the Navy's side is completed, it's only a matter of time before the ship is officially declared ready for service. The Fujian ship re-docked this time is to allow the Navy to receive an aircraft carrier in perfect condition in order to carry out the subsequent test work. After all, until the carrier aircraft and the carrier to complete the landing and takeoff operations of the ship-aircraft combination test, before a series of sea trial work belongs to the manufacturer test. The main purpose is to verify the actual performance of the carrier performance is in line with the design performance. The completion of the combined ship-aircraft tests signaled that the carrier had no problems with its performance. However, in order to determine whether the Fujian ship meets the Navy's own needs, the Navy will have to conduct further tests to actual combat standards. After the Shandong ship completed its ship-aircraft combination test, it underwent 3 more naval tests before it was officially commissioned. The Fujian ship and the sea test process comprehensive reference to the Shandong ship experience. The probability will go the same way. Of course, we cannot rule out the possibility that this docking is to optimize some of the design and construction details of the Fujian ship, because in a series of photos of Fujian ship returning from sea trials, it is not difficult to find that the mast above the island of Fujian ship is often darkened by the smoke emitted from the chimney. Even in the photos from the 6th sea trial, the blackened area has spread to the phased array radar at the rear of the island. Although theoretically, the soot attached to the exterior would not affect the operation of the internal electronic equipment, but there is also the view that this is a design detail that needs to be improved on the Fujian ship. So if the PLA really wants to fix this problem, it would also need to send the carrier back to the dock for a minor remodeling. But this is ultimately just a possibility, and the odds aren't exactly high. After all, if the soot coming out of the Fujian ship's chimney really affects the work of the mast, Neither the PLA nor the shipbuilders would have delayed until today to think about solving the problem. It is worth mentioning that compared to the docking maintenance after the formal commissioning, the docking maintenance of Fujian ship will probably not last too long, because after each sea trial, Fujian ship will carry out all kinds of docking maintenance, collect sea trial data at the same time, also in preparation for the next sea trial. This frequent maintenance also allows Fujian ship to save a lot of inspection work after re-docking. In contrast, if Fujian is commissioned in the future, the vast majority of the ship's time will be spent on daily training and combat capability development. The frequency of maintenance will certainly drop significantly, and many of the more in-depth inspections will be delayed until she is docked for maintenance. Therefore, the time required for the docking maintenance of Fujian ship does not have much reference value. If outsiders want to judge the performance of Fujian ship's service performance, they will have to wait until the ship is officially commissioned.